feel it's my time, think it's my year, I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it an FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities are never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'ma jack it like Letterman. Y'all better not let them in, they gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling. Started a chain, the cycle is heaven sent. This is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit. I'm a pit bull in this element, Said you gon' pull up, then settle it, I've been married to this hustle, this is my ring, watch I step in it, And I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here. Watch how I touch down, pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my Run it, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it an FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities are never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'ma jack it like Letterman. Y'all better not let them in, they gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling. Started a chain, the cycle.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of breakfast. Been with my son this morning, walking him down the streets. 100 people already inside. Wow. Good morning, guys. How are you all doing? Who we got in? Who's here? Let me see if they're live. We have Bessem. We have Ben. W. Young. Marcel. Hello. Neo4X. New name, I think. Rafa and Bassa. Mbassa is practicing his Greek. Uh-oh, someone's calling. Robert. Hold on. That will go soon. Whilst that bell is going off, let's look at some charts. It's been very persistent, this caller. Silence. Okay, we're back. Where were we? Michael, good morning. Adam, Chris, Kumar, Deus, Philip, Johannes. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Okay, is he gone? ICT is calling. All right, everyone wants to see how I managed the trade yesterday. Let's start with a little poll. On the short. So only answer if you're on the short yesterday on the pound dollar. So if you didn't do it, don't join the poll. Short pound dollar. Loss or profit. Let's get a feel on how our conscious minders traders did yesterday. I would say it was okay. If you take into account the spike that we had, I can understand why people would get caught. But during the live, you heard me talk about how we're going to manage that trade. And I did exactly what we did. So in theory, you shouldn't be stressed with this trade. Thanks for the Insta or progress on Insta. You're welcome. I saw a message came in from Simon. Where is it? I normally ignore big messages. It takes time to read them, but let's see what he says. Good morning, all. And Yanis, question been bugging me. We established a daily bias, but then trade back to equilibrium from either a premium or discount price, irrespective of bias. Curious as to how you roll daily bias into the day. Daily bias, okay. For me, my daily bias, like yesterday, we longed this, but when it reached above the previous, it smashed previous daily highs, then the only thing I could think about was shorting. Yes, my worst entry was a bit unlucky, because if we had waited another 15 minutes, we would have had that big candle. So we would have had this as my worst entry. It would have been a lot easier to manage. But should we break that down now, or let's break it down a little bit later, because I think more people will be live, and it's a bit unfair to do all the breakdown of the most interesting thing when not everyone is inside. So we'll do it a little bit later, guys. But don't worry, you're gonna see how I broke down. You can see it there, but I'll kind of talk you through. So daily bias to Simon. I do glance. Like I said, if I'm doing an asset that I know, like the pound dollar, I know that this is happening, that we're moving towards these 50% retracements, 61% retracements on this big monthly move, which it tried to solidify a move around 1260. And I generally thought that we're going to consolidate here and potentially go higher. That didn't happen. We broke down below the 125, which has been a solid level for a while now. And it was sitting above these areas here, which was buy side liquidity here. That's where we are. That's all it is. It's just on a daily, it's not on a 15. But if you look at it, we had a double top, failed to break the double top breakdown to the dailies, which were down here, fair value gap there. And I think we had one more fair value gap there somewhere. It didn't do that, so then it pushed higher. Now it took the lows of the sell side here and it reacted to the upper side. If we take it from the top of the move and we do a fib, look where it stopped. 38.2, and then it had a reaction. So now we've had a closure above 23. If you're looking at fibs, your bias technically is a retracement to the 50%. So you'll be looking for longs. But for me, I have that in my mind when I'm doing my analysis. But I don't say, okay, now I've seen that, I'm only going to trade longs, because I want to see the price action. I want to see what the battleground is doing, like we said about the troops yesterday. By the way, the Spanish, whatever, is he in already? We had a bit of a chat on Age of Empires yesterday, and how the Spanish whatever they're called, we're going to save the day, and they did. And we're going to break that down later. Let's break it down when we hit 230 people, because I reckon that will be a good number for everyone to get a chance to see the repositioning that we did yesterday. But we have to work today, and we have to find a trade today, which it is. We're still in the same trade. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are still in that trade. Let's see what's happening. 61% in profit. Look at that. 39%, 40% a loss. Okay, let's discuss that. I'm intrigued. Why that didn't work out for you? Was it that you were scared of this move? Did this move that was... I got in at this point. So I had to deal with an 80 pip. Now you can see why I keep thinking where the worst case scenario will be, because I need to know if I can manage it. 800 position. This worst position was $800. Okay, still way below my threshold, so like 2,500. But if I loaded that, if I had two positions here, that would have been $1,600 loss plus the other positions that I had in. That would be very close to my stop. But look at these fair value gaps, guys. Where did I say during the live I'm going to reposition? That's exactly where it stopped. Exactly. And then it came back down. It doesn't have to come all the way down to my worst entry, because this trade can pay for the rest whilst taking off risk. And we're going to go through that. And yes, I could have held it last night. I was debating that. Should I just close it? Because I was $30 short from my $1,000 target. But I was putting my little baby to sleep. And I was like, for $30, am I going to wait for this reposition? And that's happened like literally now. What time is that? 3 a.m. So I would have to sleep, carry the trade over. I didn't want to do that. 58% in profit. Okay, a bit of a mix now. 42, 66 votes. Yeah, we're going to touch base on that, because I think yesterday was a good example on how you need to be patient. And these fluctuations happen, guys. It happened here. We had a big move on the pound dollar. Look at this. If you were long here, on this breakout and you got in there, the price didn't give you, it did give you repositioning here. It did give you repositioning here. But again, 80 pip move. It happens. And I saw some comments on YouTube where they were like, Yanis, is this every time there's someone who says, oh, this is the time Yanis is going to have a red day. This is normal for me, guys. Trading these things is normal. But because I've never done it live, so you're seeing it live. And it might be a bit scary, but it's I can tell you that happens nearly every other day. So if you see 400, 500, 900 drawdowns, just be aware that it's part of the plan. As long as we don't hit our big hard stop of 2,500, which is my weekly profits. And as you know, we are running on all green days. We need to update Monday and Tuesday. Monday we didn't define a trade. That was the bank holiday. That was good practice of patience. And a lot of you were patient, which I'm very proud of. And we need to put this one in. So let's do that now. So overall, we made... The reason I'm not trading yet is I can't see any play yet. We have to wait for the open, I think. It's still on the same move. We're running on 50% of that move. That's where it stopped, 61%. Might potentially look at a long position around the 76.4, and I'm talking about fibs. Around down here, look at the 76.4 coincides with that fair value gap. I do like that play. So we're gonna see if that happens. If it comes higher, then we start looking for shorts. Right, let's put our data in. That was yesterday. So we want Tuesday. It was $500 bar $2, but we made 466. Bring our calculator out. So we made 466.50 plus our copier, which did exactly the same. I did get a little bit concerned on the copier in case, because it has this stupid 3% stop, which it's really annoying me. Because in a small account, 3%, it can be tapped in very quickly. So I wish they hadn't put the fivers in. So we made 130, so plus 132. We made $600 yesterday, guys. I don't think that's a bad day, is it? It's certainly better than what I used to get paid. So we need to import just the bootcamp. Let's go today. New subscriber, who we got? Wow, Victor Reese. Welcome to the community. The guys are absolutely brilliant in this group. So you're in good hands. We need yesterday's data, Tuesday. And we're going to extract that and we're going to put it into our journal. We need it as orders, report, HTML. You've seen this a million times now. It's so easy, so quick. I love TradeSync. When we go on to TradeSync, plus button, import trades, browse. I think our percentage of win rate is going to go a little bit down because we had to close. We had to close that $200 in the winning trade of the day. We had to close one trade that was sitting at 200 loss, which I wasn't very fond of, but I didn't want to hold it over today. I wanted a clean slate today. So there we go, 466.5. Only 7 trades, which is good. For a day like that, you would normally think that I'm going to have more repositions. But we're sitting on $5,370 profit plus the copier. The copier is, we're at 30% on the 73. We need to improve this. I don't like this. It's only because this trade here just dipped the line a little bit, which is annoying. What can you do? You can't be OCD about these things. It's a winning trade. But the more meticulous you are about things, the more you pay attention to them. So this is our little one, which is going really nice. 37%, really nice graph. 85%, 9 profit factor. 747 in profit. So that would have been, if you add that, about 6K we're running on now. Obviously, we didn't trade for that week. You know why. And we had our 10K weeks in before March, in Feb and January, which was the day that ICT quoted us. That was a cool day. I need to, someone told me, I was like, oh, ICT is posting about you. I was like, what, really? And that was really cool. Right, so we got 92 votes, 60% in profit. That's bloody awesome, guys. That's very good. 60% of 174. But we don't let the people that lost wondering why not the loss. So if you have questions about what you could have done better, and I know as more people will come in, it will be harder to keep a track of the questions, but I'll try and do my best. I think concise questions, not big ones, because then we can read them quickly and get as many questions as we can whilst we're trading live. We're back into equilibrium. This fair value gap has been filled. I don't mind this play, to be honest. Let's see. Where's the daily low? That's the daily low. That's wrong, isn't it? Daily. That's long. You see, you can easily see that was wrong. So daily low. We're quite far out of these, so we're going to take out these to keep the chart clean. Let's go on the 4 hour. 50. Let's take these out. I don't like a messy chart. This is from previous days. We know where the price is now. Those are the two fair value gaps that we talked about. We don't need to look at them now. Previous daily high. Let's check the high is right. High is right, low is right. Taking the highs and lows from 30th of May. And then what do we need? We need the half point, which is that one. So that doesn't work. We'll do the fib to find our equilibrium, which we are in. Wow, I did that correct. Cool. In terms of fibs, we have this move. It's taken out liquidity below here, which is kind of crucial because the next low target, obviously, it's these lows and these lows here, which is the 50% month. So it can very easily attract algorithmic trading down to that. However, could it retest the 125 is the question for today. Can this push up to the 125? We need to be aware of that. Buy side liquidity is there. We know that. I'm just going to clean up a little bit. I do want another one of these. And we're going to put that underneath there because that's the most intermediate sell side. We have our 50 and we also have that one there, which is going to come to play later. So we're seeing a bit of a red candle. Let's see where that stopped in terms of the fib. That stopped on 38.2 exactly. So there's no reason why it can't come back up to the 50% before it comes and takes out liquidity. So this play for a long play, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't like taking equilibrium trades, but this play from that fair value gap there. Let's see. Just want to check I'm not missing. And we've still got this big fair value gap here on the hour, which is probably going to stop me from taking that trade. Fair value gap. And we have another one below it. So let's combine those two. So around here is a nice area. I like this. And I'm guessing that is around the 76.4. Let's have a look. Boom. 76.4. I like that. I like that play. Let's see if it gives it to us. God, right. 183, we're getting closer. So let's see. Good morning, Gracie's Costas. That's a new name. Echo, Anna, Vozcek, maybe. John Montgomery. Hello. Mr. Bazooka. Francis, Khaled. Dales. What about your yesterday trade? We are going to talk about it. We're just waiting to see a few more people to come in, because I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in that. The man who deserves an Oscar. Good morning. Are you the man who doubted the man who deserves an Oscar and you all thought I'm going to have a red day? I tested the reposition method, but I can't find the perfect 450 aggregate loss lot. Yesterday was a big red day, but I'm happy because I'm learning again and again. That's the right mindset, Bessem. Look, this is something that works for me. Like I've said to you guys, you can't take what works for me and just try and copy it, and you have to develop it to your own. Because I'm not, the thing that I'm developing, which I'm the boring name of repositioning, I change it. I don't keep it the same all the time. Like yesterday, and we're going to talk about it later in detail, this position from up here to down here was in 500 profit. Am I going to let it for another 5 pips to take this reposition? No, I'm going to take that profit. So I took a 500 profit plus the 200 that I had yesterday. So I was in 700 profit. I put that on Instagram. So now we're at this area here, and even though we were down technically 600 from this position, we were in profit for 100 overall for the day, because I think I closed somewhere up here, because of where I closed in that position. Now I've taken risk by closing a few positions and taking a profit. So this profit can't lose money because it's out. The other one got closed for even, and we still have our soldiers. We've taken, I need to bring it. Age of Empire. Do you like the Age of Empires discussion, or shall we stop that? It helps me that the troops down here that needed the most help got saved by these troops. I was going to ask about yesterday's trade. A lot of people want to know about yesterday's trade. Still managing pound USD Murray. It looks good, to be honest. If you're still in that short, that's I still want this to press down. What time is it? 5 minutes till open. Press down here. That'll be nice. And that will pay you, I'm guessing, and that would give me an entry. Profit, but basically break even, says Johannes. Break even is better than a loss. I'll tell you that. Went short on a demo. Good stuff. I wonder why you don't use ICT market structure shift as confirmation to enter the trade. Because ICT doesn't manage the trade as me. He manages with tight stops. So I don't necessarily need the exact point where the price is going to go. I don't want to miss a trade. So like now, if the price comes here, yes, I could wait for a break of structure and then take the trade, but that break of structure might be up here, retest here, so I've lost all that move. So I would rather be in here because my idea is the same, and then if it comes down here, I've got less to worry about, because I would only have to worry about 20 pips to the previous daily low compared to a best entry of 40. So I'm decreasing risk by doing my way. Profit, just closed all my shorts. Well done, Shan. Amazing. Can you confirm if it's Sean or Shan? Shan. I want to say it right. I scalped in GU New York session. I was waiting for it. Looks like there was a no volume, so I just got half of the profits. Half of the profits are good. Sorry, we keep the short question shorter. No problem, Simon. I don't mind. The thing is, I'm a very slow reader. Maybe I'm dyslexic, I'm not sure. But when I see big messages, it just takes a lot of energy to read them. I like the small to the point short questions, because then I can fire you some little golden nuggets. I should have held the short position from yesterday. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Got it right today. Don't worry about that, Solu. I could have held this. The 500 would be, I'm doing exactly what I told you not to do, would be 750. But I would have to wait for overnight. So there's no point in worrying about it. You did your decisions on the day. And let's have this as a rule as a community. We don't care what happens after we close the trade. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You stopped the trade for a reason. Focus on that reason. That's a more positive outcome by saying, even though I made profit, this is a bad trade because I could have made double the profit. No, don't do that. Hey buddy, high tech hooked. Echo. You live in Bali now? Hi, I'm from Jakarta. We do live in Bali, but we're currently in Greece. We're going back to Bali in September. In the area of Sese. It's much clearer on the monthly and weekly. I'm sure tapped into bit of analysis there from Dennis. I was scared. Dropped out. Yeah, I can understand that. Especially if you have a small account and you're seeing, I don't know, $50, $100 down and your account is 2K, then that can be scary. I'm still in buy position till the PWH is taken. How much money were you down at the most? I think it went down to 1,200, something like that. Plus I had the two, maybe more. Less than 1,400 for sure. I learned a lot yesterday. I did Scruffy method, but opened the reposition 2 combination there. 1.5 drawdown, but managed it at the end and closed a few hours ago. By the way, guys, don't take the 2,500, that is my risk management on a 250,000 account, as your management. Or don't trade with one lot. Please don't trade with the one lot if you have a small account. I sized my first position larger than the second and third short position. Lesson learned. Yeah, that's like a reverse martingale system where you're placing a small trade, a big trade, and then smaller. But it doesn't make sense because your smaller ones are making half the profits from your worst entry. Be careful with that one. Minus 50 pips at one point. Waited for reversal. Excited all my trades. Let's go. Let's keep this ready. I want to keep this ready in case something happens. Now we're going into, we had the open 61% retracement. I want it to come lower. We do like discounted areas. We want this to push down. Bro can't take no loss. That's right. Yanis, how high was your ST yesterday? ST stop? Do you mean? My stop, I just put it out of the way. I just look at the numbers. If it goes to 2,500, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be mechanical and I'm 200,000, I'll have to close it. I'll analyze it and see, let's say I wanted to test it to 2,600. I do have a hard stop around that area, but if I'm in an amazing position where I just want to see another 10 pips, I'm not just going to close it because it hit it. Does that make sense? I thought a red day too. Finbar. Finbar, where's your... What am I looking? What word am I looking? Don't attract that negativity, guys. Of course it's going to be a green day. We're going to have a whole year of green days. And that 75% zone is a BPR. So it's like to reverse to PWH. Wow, you're making me think now, Mike. A BPR. What's that? Break. Previous. No idea. Previously weekly high, I get that. Hi Yanis, I was watching the pullback and knew you were in profit. And then, yeah, thanks, John. Kalimera from Dogan. Missed anyone? Jason, hello Jason. John Griffin, Fortis, Maniac TV. I admire your psychology, man. Fear and greed have no place. You're absolutely right. If you're confident in what you're doing and it's based on logic, it's based on your consistency, don't have fear, guys. The best in the world, because we are competing against the best in the world, institutional traders, algorithmic trading, which are very mechanical. We have an edge on that because they're very mechanical. And when we can identify what they're doing, we can side up with them to make profits. And when we don't, we have the decision not to do that. Because every mechanical system has weaknesses, and that's where our power is, in our subjectivity. Do I also import YouTube videos for visual journaling? No, I don't have time for that, Chris. What did ICT say about you? Someone can see what video that is, but he said, I'm proud of you or something. It was when I hit my first 10K month. I think I got tweeted, and a lot of people found me from that tweet. But yeah, I think when we make bigger numbers, if I tweet about it, he will keep an eye. I'm not sure if he's currently keeping an eye on seeing how I'm doing, but I'm sure he's aware of, or at least remembers the time when we hit 10K. The price is coming down. We want to see that 76.4 being breached before we get interested in longs. Day trading Forex. How did yesterday work out? It worked out really well. We made $600 between the two accounts. I think I could have lowered my lot size so it wouldn't have freaked me out so much. Yeah, definitely adjust lot sizes, guys, to your accounts. Please don't do one lot on a 2000 account. Looks like a breaker as well. Breaker, you mean this one here. Boom, boom. Yeah, this is looking like a nice downwards move. But what do we look for? We look for an upwards move. What looks good, we go opposite. If it looks good, that means that a lot of people think it's good. What does the algorithm do? Use that information. I think you could have lowered my... In the Judas, it's going to take the previous daily high and previous weekly high. Where's this weekly high coming from, guys? If you're day trading, I guess you could look at the week. I would definitely focus on the daily. Maybe I've missed some ICT videos that says about weekly highs. Looks like a break. Good morning. Did not get to see your trades from yesterday. Hello, Zen. I'm here through Chrome Trader. I jumped into one of his lives. He looks like a really nice guy. And he's doing the silver bullet, which is, I think, is the latest thing that people are doing on ICT stuff. But I'm definitely, I got what I wanted from the ICT 2022, and that was it. Attack, AOE, Age of Empires. I will definitely, when I'm explaining the trade yesterday, I will definitely bring Age of Empires in and see what the response is. Hi, Jason. I just pipped out. My stop loss was not quite far enough. Lesson in trust the system. Trading is all about psychology, and when you see a move like this, your nervous system is absolutely freaking out. Your hypothalamus, the front here, which is in charge of your fight or flight system, is actually it's not here. Sorry, that's the frontal lobe. It's back here on the beginning where it secretes. It's hormones basically secreting adrenaline or during a stressful environment, and it helps you because it tells the body to send oxygen towards the muscles so you can run away from the bad situation. Your heart rate goes up, so you start sweating to get you ready to fight or flee. And that is what's driving your emotions during these kind of moves, where it's like a aggressive move up. Here we go, it's coming down nicely. So Murray should be in good profit now. Then we need to tell the brain that this is not a fright or fight situation. We need to tell him that this is a normal situation. And that's why you see me comfortably taking another position, repositioning at 1,000 loss, even though it's half my stop loss, nearly as high as my stop loss. So that's what we need to do. We need to train our brain to these situations. Take it as, normalize them. Obviously, your previous experience shows that as well. I'm here through Chrono. Good morning from Spain, España. Do you draw in 1 hour time frames the sell and buy liquidity too? I draw liquidity wherever I see it. And if it's something that is kind of like predominant and I can see it clearly, then I will draw it in any time frame. Who else we got? Yes, a lot of people like the Age of Empires, so we might bring it in. Great example yesterday of repositioning. Ian, hello Ian. We're trading every day, so you're gonna see this a lot. Shan, you got it right. Okay, you're rewriting your name, so I've got no understanding if it's a Shan or a Sean. I'm gonna say Shan. I think it's right. That entry on stream that you took closed it at $30 loss, but took a sell exactly at the top and ended the day with 93. That's another way of doing it. You don't have to do reposition. So let's say you entered here and you closed it when it was going against you for a loss, and then you took this high here and you made it. That's another way of doing it. It's just not my cup of tea, as they say in the UK. Yuri Somos, AOE. Hi Yanis, love your live streams. Thank you, EE. Thank you for sharing your experience. You're welcome. Would you consider 1 hour plus BB as possible support? Got no idea, guys, what these are. Bollinger Band? BB? BB gun? I've got no idea. You have to write it, the whole thing. I'm not that clever. Headlines around as a fair value gap. Is your hard stop a percentage of your capital? No, so my hard stop is based on my performance. And I think that's how you should do it. If we go back on TradeSync, my performance hasn't had a red day since January 1st. So I am happy to take like 2.5 grand as a hit on my monthly, but I don't see that happening. And I'm confident that that's not going to happen because we're going for all green days. Houdini Yanis, 500 profits. Thanks for the advice. Definitely learning a lot from especially senior holder. You're welcome. I trade with 0.6 on 100k. Sounds all right. 2.5 profit overall. Minus 2k max loss. I can recover then in 8 days. You've thought it through, Peter. Like it. DXY is approaching yesterday's high. We're going to look at that. Balanced price range. Okay, I have to learn these. Bench press record. Manus. I knew you'd manage the trade to profit and was interested to see how you did it. Okay, we're at 230. My only thing is, before we break the trade down, is that we're coming close to an entry. Now, do we like this or do we like this area? Obviously, we like this area more. We need to see what news is out. Oh, coffee's good. what would we do without coffee? Total addict. Today, filters. Let's go on red. 3 o'clock, so nothing in the morning. 9:45, so we had this. No news on UK. There's news on the US at 5 Greek time. What about medium? A lot of European news. Is the euro moving a bit? US, a bit of news in the Fed. Oh, missed that. That should be red. Fed speech at 3:50. So afternoon is when the news is all happening. Let's have a quick peek. I see nothing yet. Quick peek on the strength meter. Pound is sitting right in the middle. Stronger US. This is on the daily on FXCM. That's the one we're looking at. Heat map. Shown red on the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. Green on the monthly, weekly, yearly. US is looking, well, this is against the US, I guess. No, the green oil. Everyone is thinking the US is strong. A strong US means a weak pound. Hopefully weak enough to bring it to here. Morning, Chromebook trader told me about you. Been watching your old videos. Awesome, bro. What was the profit on the trade yesterday? $600 roughly from the small account and the big account. Can you suggest some of Scruffy Trader's new subscriber? Hello, gal. Welcome to the community. Have we breached the 4,000? We're getting there. What should we do for the 4,000? It's 1,000 away from our Discord group. That's fun. Why do you think it will go up? Rewind the video and you'll see our little breakdown on the daily, and the fib retracement is retraced back to an area of interest. We have broken above. Okay, let's do it again. From the highs here to the lows, we had a breakdown, a retracement on the daily above the 23. So a clear break above the 23, stopped at the 38, pushed back down. Now, for it to go for this sell side, that means that it's going to break the fib. It's going to create a lower low. And then we're definitely going down to the 50%. So I'm kind of confident that this won't break these lows. But who knows? That's just our analysis. I do think we're going to have a push to the upper side, and that's why we're waiting for a little bit of a price action. This move here is just profit taking from this move, so we're back into balance now. High highs, low highs, high Francis, then also weekly profiles on. Did you take an entry today? I haven't taken an entry today. What we're looking for is this ghost feed here. We're going to see if we're going to take this, depending on how aggressive the candles are, or a bit lower. Oh, there's a nice little fair value gap there, which we drew yesterday. That's nice. That's on the 15. Let's see the hour. The hour is the most predominant up to down here, which is going to have the most reaction. It's nice. That's nice. If the candle is very aggressive, we can use that, and that's even closer to our previous daily low. It's only 9 pips away. I love that entry. That would be a really nice entry. If the price obviously goes down and down and down to this 50, we need to manage it, and we're going to be managing Again, same trade, 80 pips. $800 loss. Well, drawdown, not loss. We can manage that. I can reject heavily from those important daily, weekly, and monthly high lows. If you hit them during your day trading, you can get screwed, says Chris. Hi mate, I think it's past. You said only wanted to have 2 positions open at one time. Did I hear wrong, or did you change your rules? I hate the word rules. Why do I hate the rules? Because the rules of today are different than the rules of yesterday. Why? Because the market's different. If the price consolidates, where's my mouse? Consolidates here, the rules are different to this day. So, I'm a bit of an anarchist. I don't like rules. What I do like is frameworks. I love like frameworks. So in terms of, if this happens, this creates a certain framework. In psychology, we call it affordances. Okay? Going geeky now. This is from my sports scientist days, when we were looking at reaction time of the eye in cricket ballers. Well, we have 200 milliseconds to react to a situation. If a fast object is coming towards us, that's the minimum our body can physically react to something. So within that time, your body will do a process into your brain and into your nervous system, and then it's going to react. Now, an affordance is like, if I'm in the room, an affordance is something that creates an opportunity for movement. So let's say I want to move. If I want to force a movement on me, the environment places certain, if you want, rules by closing doors or locking windows. So now my affordance is that I can't go out. The same with the market. If there's been a huge spike, the affordance to short that has been created. So new rules are coming in, if you like the word rules. So I can't trade the same way like yesterday because the conditions are completely different. Same with my repositioning. Sometimes I might have to close a reposition. Other times I might have to let it come down so I can reposition the soldiers of the Age of Empires. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are lost with this, but one or two of you might have got what I'm talking about, and that might help with your trading. So Graham, you're not wrong. I do change, like I do evolve my trading. I might have said back in the day 2 positions, maybe because my account was smaller. I couldn't afford to have more repositions. So I wanted to only have 2 positions open at any time and reposition them. But at the moment, I've found that I can manage a little bit more. 4, 5 positions, depending on how the price action. Yesterday was 1, 2, 3, I think 4 positions. My hippopotamus was a bit scared. Says Pop. Mike, it's fine with a because I was a swing trader. First one is closed and profit. Nice one, Murray. That trade worked well. Thanks, Yanis. A major light bulb yesterday with your live repositioning. Very grateful. Excellent. Let's jump a few chats because we're not going to catch up, are we? When you said you were 1, was that 250 that you made earlier? Yes, Graham. So if I'm in profit, I use the profit in the trade. So let's say, like I made 700 at some point yesterday, but I was losing 600. So that would make it as a £100 profit, because I always want to make my money for $500. So when I hit my $500, like here somewhere, I just kill it. We'll keep an eye on this for the entry. I'm in now. Just bought. Oh, Mike is in. He got in on the 61.8, I guess. How do you convince yourself to trade only one instrument? getting paid 8 to 10K a month will do that to you. I want the least stress I can have and make 10 to 20K. That would be the dream goal, which is, we're halfway there. Binary barrier, breaker block, okay. Hi, if I am trading on a 15,000 funded account, what lot size I should trade with on Forex? Okay, this is a question which is, you can tackle it in two ways. First, the most important thing is you as a trader. What is your consistency? Because if you're consistently good at making trades and you don't lose a lot, then that's a different story. You can have a different lot size. If you're a new trader and you're trying things out, going lowest lot size makes sense. So on a 15,000 account funded, how much is the drawdown? That's what we need to look at. How much are you allowed until your account is stopped? Morning, Scott. Better late than never, says Bruce. Hello. You're never late, buddy. You're always the earliest person here. You're 4 a.m. in the USA. Stephen Vickers, hello. How not to get lost with all the FVGs, D, H4. I agree, Tom. I like, fair value gap, not FVG. So then we're all clear on what we're happening. Fair value gap's more important than MSS. Here we go. What's that one now? Mark structure. I think it's something with market structure. Auto manage your micro stop loss around to support the move in your direction. You can use those lesser. I find that fair value gaps, like here, you see the reaction here. It's gone down here, fair value gap here. Now it's having a reaction. Hopefully it's not the actual reaction. However, someone is long, so I wish you good luck if that is the case. We're getting closer. Ludwig. Hey Yanis, I'm late to your stream. Very naughty. I'm very interested how you did manage yourself. We have enough people now. We're going to break it down. I just don't want to miss a trade. I'm going to catch up on all your messages. Bullish, right? Could you manage yesterday? I did manage yesterday. Francis, thanks. You had 5 positions. There we go, 5. DXY, 4 pips from daily high, says Dales. So your drawdown is 750, my friend. That means that your lot size needs to be very, very, very small. Johannes, I love the AOE references. I play chess. I like to think the market in the same way. I agree. I love it. We'll do that when we break down our trades. Which pair do I use? Ali, welcome to the stream. You must be new by now if you don't know the pair, because I always trade the pound dollar. That is my baby. Good morning, Muzamil, Ashraf, and Fam. All right, we're caught up on all my messages. I'm very proud of that because there was a few. 240 people watching, so let's go and break down the trade from yesterday. I need to have on another screen the pound dollar in case I need to keep an eye on this. All right, so let's go back to our trade from yesterday. Let's zoom out. Yesterday, our first entry was the worst entry. No, this was the long. These were, let's bring them up. So we need to go to history and we need to include the long. So $125 here, from here to here. So 12 pips and 12 pips, 24 pips from here to here. Long position. Then the price continued higher, and we were discussing that I would have had a very easy day if I just held those. But the if I shoulda, woulda, coulda, blah, 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 we don't do that. I just did it. And then we had a short position here. The reason we went short there if we bring back the trading view, did I delete it? We were out in the previous daily high and we were in a good position. Fair value gaps got filled and we thought the price is going to be coming down. And then we had that spike and we discussed, if you watch the video yesterday, you will see all the entries that I did. Unfortunately, I cleared the charts before we did that. So we had this position here. Then the price continued higher and we discussed that if it comes up to that previous daily high, and also it was also a fair value gap here, the last fair value gap, we would get another reposition. And that was roughly $200 or something. So we had our second position there. Instead of having our two positions down here, luckily, we analyzed it and we were saying that this is the worst case scenario. It could go up to the 125. If it went up to the 125, we would still be able to make money. We'll just have to reposition higher. So we had 5 trades. My trade, I had to really focus until I repositioned this. When the price went up, I added here. So I got 1, 2, added here, 3, and added here, 4. And this one, I had it. I don't often do that, but I had it as a limit order because I was with my son at the time. So this got triggered luckily, and it didn't just, I didn't have a little bit high and then it wouldn't get triggered because I wasn't watching the chart. And that came down, and I had TP on this. Just a few dollars, like $1 or something. That would be $5 plus the commission. So soon as that came down, I closed this trade. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lots in there. When this came down, all the way down here. Now, if this went higher, I can reposition this that I closed. Right, so I've got more weapons. Is the price coming down? Let's keep an eye on that. I don't think so yet. Let's see. 76. Sorry guys, I have to keep an eye on my entry as well. I'm going to keep that in there so we have it. So when I took this out, I was confident that we're in a good place. So we're decreasing risk. We've taken out a position. We've got it at a better place. So now these soldiers can really fight their way to save these soldiers, which are caught down here. And so this here is now gone. You can see it with the blue arrow. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. Then the price came down and I took 499 profit from this. I could have held it to do this. This would have been the best repositioning. And I'm not, I'm developing it. I'm not the best at following my rules, as someone said. Because if I had held this, I could have killed this, decreased risk, killed this like I did. But this one, I didn't need to kill until now. And I would have made really good money because that one would have been a couple of thousand with no money against it. But I would have to keep it overnight and would have closed it now. So if you want to be the best in Janus repositioning, you would have taken that off, waited for that to come in. If you wanted, you could have added these two positions, one position here. So you would have had this one open, these were closed. So you would have had a second position up here from this fair value gap being filled, and a third. You would have had 3 positions. That's what I would have probably done if I didn't kill the trade here. But it was late at night. I was in profit for $600, so I just killed it. I took a loss on this one for $200. So my $730 profit on the big account, we had to take these two out. This was $46 on this one and $211 on this one. Does that make sense to everyone? Da, 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 da. Any questions on this, on yesterday's trade? Everyone's quiet. I know the stream is a bit delayed when I ask the questions, but here they come. Here are the questions. Yes, great, thank you. Yes, thank you. What about the second account? Second account, yes. Let's see the world. Nice name. The second account did exactly the same because it's copying what I did on the other one. So if we go on yesterday, it had the positions that I closed. There's a little bit of slippage on the other one. I had £1 profit. This is 0.25 loss. Here I had this is exactly the same shape. You see this? Because it's copying the other account. So because it's a fourth smaller, I am considering to decrease it a little bit more because of that stupid 3% stop for the day. Because I think I would have got, if I had to reposition one more time, they would have stopped my account, which is so annoying. So maybe I need to decrease the lot size a little bit, which is going to make it harder to make the, where is it? Let's see. Let's go on our copier. I think I'm going to have to do it, as much as it pains me. The copier that I use is Social Trader. Let's log in first. Let's go here, that one. Log in. All right, so this is the copier. If I go to configuration, and I need to go to, where do I go? Trade copier. 20, so that multiplier 0.25, I might do it 0.2. It just means less profit, but if I trade like yesterday, that was very, because at some point it was down. Let's have a look. At some point, this account, the small one, was down $300. So this is a daily pause. Midnight balance. So if my account goes to 20,100 from 700, so if I lose, who's good at maths? 747 minus 186. So I can only have a 561. I'm sure it went to 400, so that was very close. They would have paused my account. I don't know what that means. Did they kill the trade? So I need to be aware of that, because it will ruin my progress for no reason at all. I think it's, for someone who's consistent, doesn't make any sense. But I can see how it makes sense for someone who's not very consistent. I agree, Tom. I wish they made the daily loss optional. So unfortunately, they're forcing me to make less profits, which is going to be annoying, because it's going to make this target 37% be harder. Well, not harder, it will just take longer. Social Trader copier, so I have to make this a bit smaller. Risk setting. There we go, risk setting. So the multiplier is going to be, I'm going to make it to 0. So now my lot size is going to be 0.2. We'll try that, and if that doesn't do it, so now everything that's copied on my the day is going to be less. Slippage is the same. Where's our let's see, a bit of action coming in now. We want an aggressive candle down. I know some of you are long, so I'm sorry if that is the case. Maybe you got some profit here. Let's keep this here. 76.4 is something that we're going to be interested. We might enter here. We'll see how it plays out. Philip is coming with some considerations around ranging markets and not in trending markets. Hi Philip. I would say since January we've had both ranging markets and trending markets. So on a day, you always find opportunities to deal with trades like this. Like, what is a trending market? Like, if you take the 4 hour, for instance, this is trending down. Could you not make money here? You could. This is consolidating here. Could you make money here? You could. Let's go on the daily. This is a trending market. Could you make shorts? Absolutely. Even here, like, if you could have made money, because these wicks are fluctuations in the price in the day. This is a trending market down, but you can still make long opportunities. In the day, these candles have up and down opportunities. I think you can't trade the next day. Okay. Nice, Yanis. I'm really proud of following you. You're my teacher. We're just people that are trying to do similar things. We're all trying to make to have the dream life, which is work from anywhere we want, not have bosses. We are our own bosses. Well, the boss of the fivers are giving me a bit of to think of on the lot size. If I was the boss, I wouldn't have had that 3% daily stop out. Nice little juice. Detox. Dom, when you use Social Trader Copier, does it copy without the account being opened on MT5? Yes. So I only have this here open because I want to see what's happening. So then we can go. That's my main account. Luckily I saw that. I didn't want to do that mistake again. Put one lot on the small one. So every time I trade a lot, that's going to multiply by 0.2. So our profits are going to be a little bit less, but we're going to be safer for a while until we build a little bit of a buffer, so that 3% doesn't become a problem. So when an account hits the daily pause level, all open trades get closed. That's so annoying. And the account remains disabled until the next day trading. Oh, that's horrible. I need to speak to them about that, because that is not helping me build my account. It's hindering my progress. So Ian is on a second position for repositioning down. You're getting a bit of a nice little wick now. You know, I'm not involved in this until it gets down here to 76. Why I don't enter? I have a plan from we discussed earlier. So we're in a fair value gap. This has been tapped in. You can enter here. My only concern is dealing with that 80 pip move if that goes down. So I want to be able to deal with a little bit less risk, which is down here, 60 pip. Morning from Berlin. Good morning. How are we doing on the likes? 117. Come on, we could do better than that. Do I need to bring in some Age of Empires to improve the likes? All right, let's see some units. Age of Empire 2, obviously, because that's the best Age of Empire. I like how you Google it and it comes up with cheats. And we want to see units. All right. Oh, definition. Maybe I need to get the definition. All right. This is an overview of the units. Hunter. No, these are the villagers. Oh, this is nice. Paladins. Oh, what's happening there? Go away. All right. So when I write the book about repositioning, I'm gonna bring units in. We're gonna definitely start using units as a what's the word when you're trying to explain something. Unique units, militia, I think we're called. I'm gonna save it on my desktop. So these are gonna be our first units that are going in, and I'll tell you what, I'll do something better. People that are coming on the stream is like, why has he got Age of Empires on there? Am I in the wrong stream? I'll do something better in the background. Let's look at the DXY. Okay, a bit of movement, a bit of strength on the dollar. Bit of strength. Nice. Something must be moving now. Surely. That's interesting, isn't it? There's a big movement on the dollar, but the pound is kind of... It's a bit delayed. That should be coming down. Looks like it's trying. We need to change the daily. Close that. We need to move this. This is definitely coming from the previous daily high. Really nice. So conditions for longs are increasing. Let's see if it would give us our entry that we want. We haven't broken the previous daily highs yet on the DXY. The 1.5 is a nice target because it's also looking for buy side liquidity above this area. And that 105 number. Let's look at the 4 hours. You can see that that's the one we were talking about. There's no fair value gaps on the left here. I can see this one. Price is trading above it. Nothing else. Let's look on the 1 hour. And let's zoom into this price action. Gap. There's a fair value gap there. Price is down here. This area is interesting. Extend right. Let's go back to price. Need to keep an eye on that. We just want the price to come a bit lower for us to even consider an entry. Right, what's the indicator with the candlesticks going up? Oh, so the ghost feed, it's if you go on the tools here where you got long and short positions, on the bottom here you got ghost feed. So on the DXY, I would like to see that. Retracement before it goes to the 105, so maybe like something like this, and then something like this. Let's go back on the pound. Pound is still trading in the fair value, however I want it to come lower. The things you have to weigh up is how much do you wait before you get involved in a trade, because you don't want to miss the trade, but you still want to manage it, your risk management really well. So at the moment this is pushing, this is a volume candle, potentially can give us the price. This is the aftermath of what we were seeing on the dollar here. That candle pushed up high, wasn't moving on the pound dollar, and now it's coming in. Can you use the Age of Empires background? That would be epic, but I can't because of copyright. If they took something on the move up, then what was that? I don't think you can have both up. Let me think about that. If the dollar is going higher, the pound will definitely be going lower. If it's not going lower, but it's going very slow lower, that means that the dollar strength is a lot stronger than the pound. So the pound, there's even though the dollar is pushing higher, the pound is still holding. So the pound strength is in there, which is indicating pound strength. Here's a simplified version of that. If the dollar is going really high up and the pound is not dropping as fast, that's telling us that there's still strength in the pound dollar, which is good for what we're looking for. We just want to be strong enough to give us a good price. You are not a trader, you're a position manager. Absolutely. I love managing positions. You got the 618 from the daily and low to current high. David, the 618. I think you're referring to these ones. This is the fib. 50%, 618. And now we're trading. You see how if you go higher time frames, if you take that move, that's telling you that it's potentially coming up. But if you take that move, that's broken the 23, broken the 38, pushing down towards the 50%. So that's why when you're in a day trade, always focus on the here and now, because you can get really confused looking at I got confused for a second. I was like, is that push down? No. Okay, it's a strong candle. Just want it to push a little bit lower to give us that opportunity. 5 minutes, 1 hour is the best one for this. DXY has been fun. Let's have a look. It is being fun. We just want to see it push a bit higher, taking the previous daily highs, create the Judas move, and then deliver price downwards, which would mean pound coming up. Come on, my friend, push lower. I feel like I need a mentor, monoboss. What do you need from a mentor? That's my question. Here's some beautiful ICT entries. From the highs here, came down, came back up. So we saw if we go down here, bit of ICT, down, push back up, filled this fair value gap, continued down, broke the lows, came back up, took the highs, came down, filled this fair value gap, pushed up, failed to take the high, came down, filled that fair value gap here, pushed down, broke the lows, came back up, filled the fair value gap here, down, fair value here, consolidated, broke down, down, filled fair value gap, down, broke, didn't break the highs. All these are lower highs, came down, consolidated, and this is the first time it broke higher after hitting what? Equilibrium. No entries here, pushed down, pushed up. This is the dead Asian session. Took out the highs, broke lower, and it hasn't given a fair value gap here. Came down, attempt to break higher, push down, and now we're in this area here. Bit of a summary of where we are. Was yesterday a loss? No way it was a loss. We're running on all green days, my friend Blake Clover. We don't do losses. Do you live stream every day? Yes. We were considering to do NFP tomorrow. Let's close these. Today is the look at that sunny day. Friday is the Black Clover. Yes, he do. Oh, for the live streams. Okay, someone to ask questions whenever I hit a stumbling block to watch the way they trade. Although I guess both what I just mentioned you have done in today's live. Okay, I see what you're looking from a mentor. Yeah, mentorships. For me to be a mentor to someone, like let's say Black Clover, or no, it wasn't Black Clover, it was Monoboss, came to me and I said, I want you to be my mentor. For me to really commit to someone as a mentor, I would have to be with you a lot. I would have to meet you, I would have to understand your psychology, I have to understand your background, I would have to understand your childhood, I would need to understand what triggers you as a trader, what life experiences you've had. Have you had a difficult father, mother? I'm not joking. That's what you need to know to understand how someone is going to react in the charts. Have you had tendencies for gambling? Are you in it for good reasons? All this is what I call a mentor. A mentor doesn't say buy here, sell there. This is where you did that wrong. This is where you did that right. You don't need that. Everyone knows this. Well, you all know what I'm doing. That's not the problem. The problem is you. If you can break down what the problem with you is, on why you're not consistent, then the strategy is just simple stuff. Come on, pound dollar, give us an entry. It is looking good. We just want to see it a bit lower. We're definitely in the area where we're getting interested. We are in discount area. We've had a big push. We've had profit taking, pushing down nicely. Anything around this area, we get interested. This is heavy. When I say heavy, look at the price drop. This is a heavy drop. This is a heavy drop. And what I mean, what is not a heavy drop? This is not a heavy drop. It's kind of going sideways when you see the price doing this. Instead of going down directly, it goes like that. That's not a heavy drop. This is a heavy drop. That's profit taking. So when you have heavy drops, you normally have reactions. This is a heavy drop. Now the question is, where's the reaction going to come in? Right, let's see. We changed the social trader. Okay, let's get our troops ready, because I think we're gonna start getting ready for an entry. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something better. I don't know if you guys use Canva, but Canva, you can make things look cool, but also I need to continue that. Let's go here. Let's go close that. John Wick. Let's go here. Has anyone seen John Wick? The movie. Let's go there. There's a new one now, John Wick 4, which I haven't seen yet. So let's go Age of the Empire. Price is still pushing down nicely. Hopefully it will give us that entry. And let's go design. I'm preparing something for you guys in the background. Whilst this is happening, this is the area what we're waiting for. Roughly around here. We need a strong breakdown. Militia. Military. Elements. Okay. All right. We're going to do a little bit of design here, guys. Let's bring this over. We're going to decide on what unit is going to be our worst unit. Oh, I like these guys. They've got a Greek style. Atomic Habits is a good book that helps getting reprogrammed. Absolutely, I love Atomic Habits. Very good suggestion. I kind of like these guys. They've got like a Spartan look. Ooh. Our first entry is normally our worst entry, so they can't be big and strong. They have to kind of be like kind of semi-strong. Not these guys. Spartans. Right, let's start with this one. I'm just going to start with this one. This is going to be our first units. Good morning, Paul. We have not changed the show. We're not designing soldiers. Download. PNG transparent background. Let's see. Pound dollar still waiting. So in our metaphor, let's go to downloads. That should look cool now. Oh no, it's not going in. Right, wait. Maybe it needs to be a JPEG. So, come on, price, push down. JPEG. Ah, no, PNG. Come on. No, it doesn't like that. Maybe a JPEG. Price is looking good. Starting to download. There is our guy. Our first units. Let's see if we can throw them on. Attempt to. Oh, it's not doing it. Oh, maybe I do this. 1 second. Copy. Into the charts. Paste. There we go. There we go. Here's our first units, guys. This is what we're going to throw to the battle. This guy. If the price comes to here. Quite proud of that one. It looks cool. Are you waiting for a 079 retracement? What's 79? I know it's 04. Wait, I've forgotten what I'm waiting for now. I am waiting for this to retrace to 76.4. Anything around here, we're interested. We're in a fair value gap. That will be more than 50% of the fair value, which normally, if it goes more than 50%, it tends to fill it. Have a flight late evening to Tokyo for vacation vibes. Any conscious traders who would like to meet up and trade together from there? I would love that. You should send me some photos if you ever meet each other. Someone's entered long on GJ. Let's see what's happening on the DXY. We still haven't broken the high. It's close though. I need to make our second unit. Our second unit, what shall it be? Shall it be cavalry? Do we want cavalry is the question as a second position. This is our conscious warrior. We need some names for it. Imagine if down the line we create a game. The repositioning game. How did yesterday's trade go? If you go, someone might know the exact time, but if you go back, just noticed something's happened to my overlay. If you go back to on this stream, you'll see the breakdown. That should be. What's happened there? I need to fix something on the overlay, but for now it's okay. Chariots. Ooh, chariots. Let's have a look at chariots if it looks cool. Recommendation by Jason. Chariot. Age of reposition. Oh, it doesn't like chariots. Maybe it doesn't know what it is. Oh no, that's it. That's why. Chariot. Oh, I like it. I like it. Let's see. But the only thing is they're not the same design. I'm a bit OCD on design. What about Cavalry? Let's see, Cavalry. Cavalry. That's a hard name. Cavalry. Cavalry. Let's go here. See, more like this. All right, second unit is going to be a little bit stronger than this guy, hopefully. We are getting involved here. Hopefully this is going to be our first stance. To hold the price above the lows of the previous daily low. Da, da, da. I'm finding some funny ones. I think you will love them. Okay, so I like this for now, and then we'll see. It doesn't look the most aggressive unit, but oh, we got down to our entry. That's 76.4. We've broken below the Fibra retracement. We're below the 50, so it can potentially come down to fill this. Just push a little bit more, and then how many pips is that? 5 pips. Still quite a bit. 5 pips is $50. Okay, let's get ready. Ooh, that's not the one I want. Just one more push. We were looking at that on 15. Let's pull that. Let's see on the hour so we can drag the line. Okay, we're in. That's our first position. I'm just going to take the stop and put it out of the way. Okay, we have a trade. Right, let's think. Let's start thinking. We have put our soldiers into battle. Our first line is in. Make him smaller. So this guy is trying to push the price up. This was our perfect entry, which means it's going to be our second entry. Take that out. Move that out of the way. And someone is worth doing. Oh, archers. You're right. We should put some archers in. Yesterday's trade, we made about $600. Do you have a target area, or is it... Well, the obvious targets is equilibrium from here. 30 pips, that's way more than we need with 2 positions. I think, let's see. I'm considering the second position a bit tighter today. Maybe here. Or do we stay patient and take this? That's what we're thinking. You're gonna love the cavalry. I can't say the word. Cavalry. And you know what we need to include? We need to include our stop, which you're gonna love our stop. PNG download that one, and then we need, let's do archers, because of course the archers have to be behind the militia. Archers 10. There are some funny ones. Canva has done a great job. Let's see, keep it on this one actually so we can see the price action. To be fair, let's see. If it takes the highs, that's nearly our profit. So we don't technically need to take second position here. We can only worry about managing this trade. Ooh, I like these are second units. All right, I think I found them. Or do we go Roman style with our Italian friends in here? I do like these guys. I'm totally lost in Age of Empire cartoons now. What have you done to me? Big T Trades. He is in Canggu at the moment. Where are you? I was in Canggu about a few weeks ago. I am in Greece at the moment, and I will be in Canggu again in September time. See you, Mike. Wait, I'm back. Hope Yanis is in. Are you back with us, or are you going out to walk the kids? The dog. Hello, my Greek friend from Kurdistan. Hello, Aram. Welcome to the community. Most recent subscriber is Robert. Have we broken the records yet? No, we're at 250. The next record to break is 300 viewers. That will be big, wouldn't it? Considering we started on like... are you a scalper, mate? 40 pips? I don't think I'm a scalper. No, I would say I'm a day trader. But sometimes I scalp, depending on the conditions. What's deemed a scalp? 3 to 5 pips? I don't do that for sure. 10 pips. Okay, I'm leaving in a month. Where are you from, Big T? Ambassa. Underrated says, oh my. What's underrated? This is still heavy. We're still anticipating price breaking lower, but this was an area where we wanted to get involved. So what do? We get involved. Chris FX, another Greek YouTuber, introduced me to me. I know Chris FX, I've seen his name. I'm Danish. How long do I hold? Normally a day. I don't like to hold over a day. 10 to 20 pips is a scalp? Really? I would say 10 pips is big. Normally scalpers go for 1 to 3 pips with big size. But like taking 10 to 50 pips, I wouldn't call it a scalper. Hello from Uganda. Hello, Kiza. My wife was born in Uganda. Look at Euro USD. What do you want to see on Euro USD? Let's see. Is it crazy? Let's keep an eye on this in case. I mean, we've got some room to play with. So let's go on Euro USD for our friend Peter. Euro USD is this one we've done. Okay, we had a big drop on the euro. There's been news on the euro. I'm guessing you're looking for longs. If you're trading like reversals. Sell side been taken out now. Let's do that. A lot of people ask for this, so I'll include it in there so we can see it. Just taking out buy side. Sell side. Next target is quite low, not a bad play. Back to our soldier. What price do we get? What do we get in at? 123,540. 123,540. One, two, three, 5, 40. Okay, so this is where we placed our units to push the price higher. Now the next unit I'm going to bring okay, so what time is it? That's the question. It's 11:20, so we're outside the kill zone. Could this be the swing move? The Judas move? Don't kiss a man in Uganda is a good travel advice. Not sure what you're talking about, Pop. Hi Alice, hi everyone from Philippines. Hello Marshall. Recognize your name. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to bring prices pushing up, so we should be quite close. This is going to be our stop castle. This is how we're going to represent our stop. Price is pushing nicely. We need a lot more push than that. We need to see confirmation of a break of structure, like people say in ICT world, from the 2 minutes. We need this to break the highs, fill fair value gaps, and continue higher. That's what we need. Hopefully it's doing. Let's go back to our chart. So our entry was here. We want to take out the highs. We'll see. Why don't I trade NASDAQ? I literally have found success in pound dollar, and I don't go like, I haven't updated my trades. I don't change too much. When something works, I don't bother with it. I don't touch it because it's working. It's paying me. It's paying me really good money. So I don't want to mess things up. So we're in a price of 1, 2, 3, 540 long. That is what we're currently in. Let's design our second unit. I do like these guys. Price pushing up nicely. Let's go on to the 1 minute, see the price action. This has been going down, but hopefully now we'll break that structure. Pushing higher. Let's see what that represents. We're at $89. 9 pips so far. And there was a nice entry here for ICT. Broke the highs, came in, and you could get in there on that fair value gap. This on the 2 minute. This on the 1 minute. Break of structure. Entry there. Now, the question is, we want to see a break of the highs here, but not push down. We want to see it keep breaking the highs. Let's see these units. I do like these units. Right, I'm gonna add these units. Take these out. Download this. There we are. That's going to be our. Let's go here. Copy. These are going to be our second units. Oh, it's not transparent. Let me fix that. That's going to be our second units. These are on the sideline. This is what we're waiting to deploy. They're probably going to get involved down here somewhere. So let's have them ready there. The reinforcements, in case our friends here, the conscious warriors, don't do the job of pushing the forces that way. We're kind of coming into a consolidation right now. It hasn't broken the highs. This, my friends, represents the stop, which is our castle. It's probably around the 50%. These are the units we can deploy. I would love to see someone new coming onto the channel. I'll be like, this guy hasn't got a clue what he's talking about. What's my TP? I can't see clearly. TP is at $500. Price is doing a little bit of a retracement, which is normal when it's pushing higher. We do get filled. There's a fair value gap there that I can come back to retest. That hasn't been filled. That's a 1 minute fair value gap. You are too much fun. I'm glad you see it that way, Zan. If someone doesn't know what we're talking about, they'll be like, what is this guy talking about? The fair value gap is back to where our entry was. I am having too much fun. That is true. When you wait, I'm never on the screens when I trade. So like now I've got my entry in. I will just have my phone and do other things. But since we're here, we have to find ways to kill time. That's our second unit waiting. We need a third unit. Let's make a third unit. Oh, these are interesting. I kind of like these units better because they're kind of similar. I might do this. All right, we're going to change our design. Download. I kind of like this design. Price is still pushing, filling fair value gaps. If this comes down and breaks our lows, then we start thinking of where we're going to enter our second position. some archers in there. I am looking for archers, but I don't like any of the designs. I don't know why they don't have good archers. Must be some. Where are the archers? Price is hovering. I can't find any archers that I like, so we can't have archers. The design is more important than the units. Here comes the reaction. We need some education for newbies on how to stay consistent in the long game while we wait. Okay, so consistency is driven by, I would say, 3 factors. One is you obviously need to know the fundamentals. Fundamentals of what a candle is, and obviously you might think that you know, but understanding why this candle is this shape and what the wick means and how many wicks means a reversal. Like here, you've got multiple wicks. As soon as you see that, you start thinking of something. All these like pattern recognition in terms of price action is very, very important. So when you have that, then we need to progress towards testing, but not back testing, like real life testing. What works? Sometimes I enter with 2 positions, for instance, but then if that goes against me, I'm 2 positions in, it's very hard to manage. So you don't just become consistent like that. It's a long process of trial and error, which you have to do about your psychology and about your way of trading. No one can teach you consistency because no system actually works. It only works for the specific person. If you take my system and you throw it into a random person in here, it won't work because he won't be closing positions when I close or opening positions when I'm opening. He will be fearful of adding another reposition. He won't be able to take profits and so on. So consistency is all about being able to know what you as a trader need. And when you identify that, you slowly start building the good habits that have gotten you consistent in the first place. And consistency might take years. For me, it took 2.5 years to get to this point. If you're doing new things and you're trying constantly new things, it's even harder to identify why, what is making you consistent, because you're changing things all the time. So find something that makes sense, that it will work for you. It makes sense for your character, and then you can start building and looking at what is consistency for you. Godwin. But don't rush things, okay? Now, I can understand that a lot of you have 9 to 5s, so you haven't been able to transition out of a 9 to 5, or some of you might not have jobs and you're trying to do this. When you have the pressure of making money, it's a lot harder, because every time you hit a loss, you're not hitting a loss of the day, you're hitting a loss on your career, or you're not able to pay rent and stuff. So we have to be able to build consistency without being affected from the monetary value. And it's hard, I understand that for a lot of you, because you might be in that situation. If you are in that situation, you have to go small. So don't risk a lot of your capital. Start building from a small capital, and then slowly progressing, compounding that capital bigger and bigger until it starts giving you a buffer where you can go on and do that. Need to understand where it's going and why, then what you are waiting for, why you're waiting for it, then it's where you're anticipating to happen and what time. Just wondering for fun, where do you think we'll be using 5 to 10 lots per entry? With your results, that will be really fun. 5 to 10 lots. As in the first position to be 5 lots? That would be an account which has millions. So we would have to wait for that for a while, because I would have to be able to trade 50 lots to be able to trade 5 lots at a time to reposition. $100 account is a hell to grow. I agree. Like, I would rather someone try and save more money, because there's no lie, guys. The bigger the account, the easier trading becomes. It's easier to make 1% on a 100,000 account than make 80% on a 1,000 account. So it's just how it is. You have to, every time you're doing a job, or if you want to make this your career and you're really serious about it, and that goes back to the mentorship that someone spoke to, you need someone to keep you accountable, to say, okay, I've made $100 today. I need to survive $20 to $30. The other $70, I'm going to put it into account, which is going to build up to, let's say my aim is to build an account for 5,000. If you want to trade your own account. If you want to buy a prop firm, now you can buy a bootcamp account for $95. So that might be your target. I'm going to buy a bootcamp account, which is going to get me, I can't remember what the stop is for the first account, but let's say it gives you 1,000 stop, then you can trade that, and so on. This price action is holding, it's kind of holding here, consolidating. Kind of squeezing now. Bit of a channel there. They also have a $39 account. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing with prop firms, you can find cheap prop firms, but they do them cheap because they're very easy to fail. It's all down to how you pass a challenge, and that's a whole different story, because a challenge is different trading an actual funded account compared to a challenge account. I do like our entry. It's a nice entry. Discount entry. You see that it's heavy down. We're starting to get a little bit of a reaction, but you could say the same here. Had a bit of a reaction here and then it crashed down. So obviously our first entry is always our worst entry. That's why we throw the worst units first. And we're anticipating to throw our next unit, which is going to be our cavalry. I can't say that word. How do you say that word? Our horses, to save the units and reposition them to be deployed later. This is where the YouTube algorithm thinks that I'm talking about wars and it bans me. DXY is still climbing. Let's have a look. Nice. The higher it goes. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? It's climbing, but pound dollar is dropping. Not to the same pace it's climbing. This is still in sell side, the euro dollar. Calvary. Wait, people are saying different things. Cavalry. Oh, that's a good one. Cavalry. There we go. We got it. Thanks, Belaka. Cavalry. Oh, that's going to help. I'm not going to forget that one. Bonus points for Belacha. The black bull account, I didn't like the spreads, so I took out my profits and bought the next instant. Is it because I'm trading? Here we go. Back into the 1 minute fair value gap. Coming back to our entry. Now we need to think. Oh, just made a mess here. We need to think if we're going to add a second position at this level, or we're going to wait for it to come lower. So you see, you're still getting the same entry as ICT. Belaka. Belaka is giving me spelling lessons. Love it. Do we get a second entry here? That's the question. Obviously, this is the worst entry, so asked to get a second would be lower than this. I never add into a position. Maybe I did in the past. Someone said I did. So we have our units waiting patiently. Somewhere down here. Where are our units? There they are. Next to the castle. I'm going to change our unit. I don't like that. They look different. I like this guy more, so I'm gonna delete him. I'm gonna bring in him because he goes better with the castle. This is our second unit waiting. Make him realistic to the castle. On the 50% monthly retracement, we're currently trading in that fair value gap within the fair value gap. So we'll see if that gives you the reaction to the upper side. If not, maybe continues lower to give us another. You didn't answer me. Oh, the pound dollar. I am half English. My mum's English. I was born in England, but I lived in Greece until I was 18. And then I went to university in the UK. I trade the pound dollar because I think is one of the most volatile pairs, as well as the US JPY in the Forex place. So it moves a lot. And it moves every day. It gives me about $500 a day on one lot. You're welcome, Francis. Have a good one. You're seeing me going towards equilibrium, trading towards, because we're in discount. Where would I go the other way, as in shorting it? I would have to be up here somewhere. Premium. I always short at premium. Your Greek English I am. I'm half and half. Can you explain your large stop and smaller TP? Yeah, the stop is just there for safety. I don't want the stop to be hit, because I'm a good enough trader where we don't have any red days since January 1st. So my aim is not to hit the stop, but my TP is at a place where it's highly chanced that with a logical chance, because we're trading from a discount up to equilibrium, is a logical trade for it to have higher chance to be hit. And that's what I do day in, day out, and that's how I get paid. Let's have a look on. Okay, I'm going to say it now. I know we've got cavalry. I'm going to change the units to match the cavalry. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go with this medieval. So our first units. I like this because they look quite bad, the first ones, because normally they get battered. So we're gonna have these guys. These look too good to be in the first line. These guys are right for the job. So let's delete him. And we need these guys because they look a little bit vulnerable. And it's true, because our first lines are always quite vulnerable. Here comes the little bit of volume. So, oh, where's our horses gone? No, this is our second unit. All right, so an attempt to push higher got rejected. We broke out of this little tunnel. We haven't taken the lows. Price is starting to push a little bit higher. We're trading exactly where we were. We'll see if it breaks the lows to continue lower. So here we go. I hope that made sense, Monobosh. So would you manage the position if it went into such a drawdown instead of waiting for stop loss? Would you manage the position? I always manage my positions, so I don't think of the stop loss. The stop loss is out of the way, because for me to have a 2,000 loss the way I'm trading is quite unlikely, and I can manage with repositioning. Just really interesting, mate. Seeing the way so many different people trade is absolutely amazing. For someone demoing like me, would you recommend to not trade with the larger stop loss if we're not as experienced? Right, that's a good question. You're asking the good questions here. Let me just check. We're in play. If you are coming from the traditional way of like reading about stop loss, where they have tight stop, again, not traditional, because ICT also discusses tight stops and it works for him. It's all down to our psychology. If you can take a stop, so let's say you entered here, like I'm now, and your stop was just below here, you would only take a $20 stop, and then you would enter lower. If you did that 5-6 times and it kept crashing down, would you be able to do it again and again and again until it gives you the best price? And that's the key. I wouldn't be able to do that. So my wide stop is sort of designed for my psychology. I don't think it's down to experience. It's down to understanding what you need as a trader. If you need a tight stop, then amazing. If you need, and that's another thing about mentors, when someone said, if someone came to me, let's say asked me, what should I do? I would never say do my way of trading. I would want to ask, how are you currently trading? And if it makes sense, then that's not the issue. The issue is you and your psychology. No system, all systems work. It's my first day watching you live. Anyone just turned up would wonder if you smoke before trading. We've taken the lows, so let's see where we're going to enter. A bit of volume coming in. That's nice. So our little soldiers here are getting battered. We are coming into that, fulfilling this fair value gap here. I don't think I'll enter here. 5 pips. I don't think I'll enter there. We'll see how it reacts. It will tell us a story. There we go. That would have been a nice entry on the full fair value gap. Like we said, if it breaks 50% of the fair value, and we're talking about the 1 hour fair value, then it tends to take it out. Next one, we're going to be down here. So we're getting ready our units, like someone said. Let's see what Yanis is smoking, the conscious day trader. This is where we're waiting for our next stance. And the plan is that these guys stop the price there to go and where's the pigeon? This one. To free these guys. So they need to push the price back up and bring these guys back to safety. And these guys will be waiting here. If that makes sense. Simplified repositioning using Age of Empires strategy. By the way, I'm on this trade on my demo. I'll journal it as the conscious day trader's fault. You mean when you close the trade? Because I'm planning to make money out of this trade. DXY, Mikicha. DXY entering in 4 zone, volume gap, projection, maybe long after that. What times do I trade? Normally our lives 250. I don't remember. Does it? I think our record was 275 yesterday. That was a big number, and I noticed more viewers come later in the session. A little bit late, but I'm here. Nice, more photography. Welcome back. So we didn't have silver bullet today. I don't trade the silver bullet. Maybe I do without knowing, but I haven't looked at silver bullet. It's just me, or is price action slow today? Let's see. Let's bring in our indicator to see if the kill zone, well, yesterday's kill zone was crazy. So it's definitely not yesterday's kill zone. Ooh, saying that. Let's add our pips. I know you're going to ask, so this is the FX Market Sessions by Boytoki. Adjusted to 7 till 10 o'clock, London kill zone. 51 pips yesterday, 50 pips today. We've had some move, guys. We've had a big move. Same move as yesterday. Well, we had that after it. We're going to have that this time. Maybe we need to move our castle to actually the 61.8 in case that happens. Below the 61.8. Our shoulder, like we said, the fair value gap being filled. Now we're having a little bit of reaction. Stephen likes to do his analysis before he joins the lives so he doesn't get influenced. I love it. More power to you. When live traders are read during the sessions, they usually attract more viewers. Everyone wants traders to fail. Do you know the psychology of this? Let's talk about this. The psychology of wanting other people to fail makes it okay that you are failing. That's why people are interested in seeing red. Like when this is like 800 down, I get messages like, "Oh, Yanis, this is your red day, your first red day." But it makes sense. If someone is not successful, so now let's get more. Maybe I should keep this on so it's red, so you get more viewers. People are not successful want to see failure to make their failure normalized. Because if I'm failing and someone else is doing something good, I don't like it. I want him to be the same way I am. And that's why people get attracted in seeing reds. That's my understanding anyway, my guesswork. I jumped some messages there. Real-time strategy turned real trading strategy. I love how you turn this into a game. I bet it subconsciously helps with your psychology. It does. Well, I've never done this. I think we mentioned Age of Empires the other day. Actually, I had mentioned that I think of this like a strategy game. So maybe that's where it started. What time do you go live every day? Oh no, guys, we're in blue. We're going to lose viewers. I trade at 9:30 Greek time, which is 7:30 UK time. So just pre-market. Jason says, I need to go and find some graphics to represent my entries now. Yes, let's do it. Do you know what? I can't imagine faces because I see like people coming in the live and they see the horse, the knight, and another knight. They must be thinking this guy, like someone said, he's definitely smoking this morning. You're very welcome, Russell. Good to have you around. I love seeing people win, man. People are so scummy. I always follow people that win. I don't want to attract failure. That's why I looked at Scruffy Trader. He's one of the most consistent traders I've ever met. And a lot of my success has come from him and ICT. These two people are the reason I am trading. Obviously my experience and my previous experience in work. Here we go. Bit of volume kicking in. That is an aggressive candle. That is an aggressive candle. It's going to take the highs. Have you decided if you go live for NFP? Unfortunately, if it was my decision, it would be yes. My family decision needs to be discussed. Because NFP is what time? Isn't it 1:30 US? UK time, so that will be 3:30. Possibly I can. I need to have a meeting with my family, including my baby. He has the biggest call in that. If not, I'll be in the morning session. How are we doing on the likes? 173. Come on, guys. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. Scruffy is something else. I agree. I want to be like, I've done 2.5 years and I've found some consistency. Now my next challenge is to hit I'm not going to hide it. That's what I'm aiming for. An 8 million account on the Fivers, which means my instant account needs to hit 8 milestones, and my bootcamp account needs to hit another 10 milestones, I think. I've already done 10 milestones, another 10. NFP session would be awesome. Maybe we need to look at it. By the way, I don't trade NFP any different. I just wait for the volume to come in. I look where, if we're in discount premium, what the targets are. It's basically a lot faster, but obviously you have to be a bit careful with the volume. Right, I need to find some artillery. Let's find some artillery. Yeah, we're going in with the knights. So this is Middle Age. They had catapults, didn't they? Catapults. Ooh, here we go. Some nice designs that we can use. I like this one. It's kind of traditional. Let's have a look. Oh, I found it. I found it, guys. We're currently running on 5 pips profit. We need a lot more than that. Barrent. Here it comes. Da da da. We need to put it on trading view. Where's our units? Here they are. This is what is currently in the battle. They're pushing the enemy further back. The enemy at the moment is shorts. We are in the long position. And in our stop castle, which is way down here, we need to bring in our new unit that's been deployed. These bad boys. Look at that. Can we reverse them? Alright, we'll keep them like that. Go this side. These guys are going to be deployed for sure somewhere around sell side. This is where they're waiting. They're waiting patiently, trying to help the units. So this guy's waiting here. This guy's probably around previous daily high. And these boys are waiting. They're in the battle now. These are representing my entries. If we go back on our trade, another break to the highs. We had this break up, push down, took out the lows. People that are going long and had tight stops are now out. And then it came back up. Has failed to break the highs, so we're going to see what happens next. Fair value gap filled there. Are you risking 200 pips to make 50? I'm not risking anything. I just want to make 50. And I'm not joking. I don't think of risk. I think of how I'm going to make my money. And the reason is, I don't know if you're new to the channel, but we haven't had a lost day since January 1st. And that's because I would rather manage a trade and see it work compared to thinking about what I'm gonna do when I get hit with my risk. But I do have a hard stop, so let's see what this move does. Around 2,500. It's good that you have the same mental age as your son. I take that as a compliment. Stay young, you live longer. Have an open short on crypto. So far, 140 pips in profit. Sounds good. And new most recent subscriber, Paranoid. Have we hit we're 3,980 subscribers. Just 20 or 4,000 subscribers, guys. That's big. All that has happened in 3 months. That's huge. All year green would be legendary. Will be. Let's change that language, oh my. It's gonna be legendary when we do that. It's gonna happen. All right, let's get you involved. If you are, let's do 2 things. Wait. Oh dear, let's see the answer. I've just dropped a poll. Mm-hmm. 13 votes. We've been going for 2 hours. Let's hit those 200 like, guys. We need to push this channel so we can get our Discord at 5,000. The only way we're going to push this channel is through likes. Obviously, if you subscribe as well. I'm hoping that you're all subscribed. Oh, gap down. Look at that. An aggressive gap down. Okay, that's interesting. Interesting time-wise. That's interesting. That little gap there. Someone doesn't want the price to go up. It's a weird time to have a gap. All right, let's see. 40% of 71 votes have taken my same trade. Would you, and that's the second, we're going to discuss this on the second tool. Come on guys, more votes, more votes. I need to see our community, what they're doing. We're only 70 votes. I want to see what you guys are doing. Just watching today, Bessem. Took a loss earlier and now I'm in again on a long. We are in a breaker block. 2 more confluence. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like that gap move down. Taking the swing low. $96 votes. Okay, it's getting a little bit better. 60% is no. That's good. The community is showing some mental strength. There's no gap on TradingView. That's a heavy candle. Something has popped in the news for sure. For it to gap down. All right, so this. Maybe would give us the better entry. Now, this is the difference. If this comes down here, you will see $160 in loss, well, drawdown. But in my eyes, that means thank God that price has come down, because it makes it easier for me to make my profit. We're super discount, close to the previous daily low. If this goes up, it just has to work harder to make my $500. It has to go up here. Whereas from down here, it just has to go up to that fair value gap, and I've made my money. Let's close this poll. 120 people. Is that volume gap an imbalance? It's an actual gap in price. So there's no candle, there's no wick in between that. That would be a volume imbalance. But there's nothing there. That's definitely going to come and be retested for sure. So it's tempting to get in a bit earlier. It is tempting to get in below these lows. 63. I'm happy with the result. 63% said no. Now, this question is only for the people who said yes. Okay, if you said no, don't reply. Okay, this is for the people who said, the 36% who said they took the trade. So would you have taken that trade without me? Right, this price is pushing down. That's weird that there's no gap on this, is there? There's no gap in price here. I guess there a tiny one, is it? There's no gap there. We would have to go to tick data to see if that is a gap. But there's definitely a gap on my M25 where that box is. You can see it there. That one. Failed to break the lows so far. Now it's having another attempt to push upwards. Let's see the poll. 50-50. Okay, guys. If you weren't going to take the trade, why are you in this trade? What if I'm going to close the stream in 15 minutes. How are you going to deal with this trade? Because as you know, this is my worst entry. So I'm not trying to be mean here. I just want you to understand why signals doesn't really work. Like just hearing me saying I'm in and you going in, it does nothing for you. It doesn't make you a better trader. All you're doing is just making a bit of money, but you're totally relying on someone else. It doesn't make you a better trader. It doesn't make you... There's nothing good about it. So my opinion, you can do whatever you want, but my opinion is don't take trades if you don't understand them and it's not coming from your analysis. A little 54% said that they would take, so about 30 people would take the trade anyway. So that's a bit of optimism there. Scruffy Trader has made 6,222 this month. Yeah, Scruffy is the man. We like Scruff. Would have gone bearish earlier on. Currency heat wave showed strength on USD, pound, but today I wanted to trade as you do. That's the same thing, cinematographer. If you were going to be bearish, I would have wanted you to be bearish because you don't know how I'm, well, you're seeing, but you don't know how I'm analyzing the charts when I go off the live stream. So bearish, you would have made your money. Why not? So stick with what you know and take little nuggets that they might fit into what I'm doing with your trading. That's a better way of seeing it. How old are you, my man? I also put pressure on myself. I'm 20 years old, but people try to bring me down and tell me to chill and enjoy my life. But I want to be enjoying my life. Good point there. I'm in my 30s. I'm 35, mid-30s. And I'm so happy that I quit my job and now doing this, because I can live from wherever I want. I can spend so much time with my son. And trust me, guys, I don't take these lives lightly, because this is time away from my son and my family. So for me, this is cherished time. So I do try and put my efforts into these, because I know that it's taking time away from family and doing other things that we want to do. But I agree with you, Monoboss. You can, with this industry, retire early or have as much money as you need, as long as you're progressing slowly and not gambling your way through making money. I'm just observing the markets today, hence I'm not doing the trades. Cool. Can I please know what trading app or broker you are using? Can't find better broker to use my trading. I use the Fivers. It's a prop firm. It's a funded account. So if we go on to, did I close it? I thought I didn't close it. Let's go here. No, not this one. Is it this one? Oh, I must have closed it. Fivers is a prop firm. So basically, when you pass a challenge, they fund you. This account is 250,000 with profits now 3,666. So that's that. And eventually, I want to build my own capital. But at the moment, I'm just using the funds to support our life. As the account gets bigger, and obviously I'm trading 2 accounts now with the copier, I really want to have a chat with the Fivers, because I think I've proven myself to potentially have a 3rd copier. So it would be nice if they grant me that wish, so I can build some income for them and for me quicker. Yanis, you 20? No, I'm 35. You were like 25. That's a good thing. I look a bit younger. Do you ever trade outside home? When I'm in Italy, I love trading at coffee places. I don't think they like it, because in Italy they just have an espresso and they run out. But I'm there like 2-3 hours in the cafe. Thanks, Yanis. You're an inspiration. Appreciate that, Philip. So Michaela is trading pound dollar because of me. I'm sorry about that. It is a good market though. It's a lot better than USD because it moves faster. Well, not today because there's a lot of news on Euro USD. I try out your way because I am very interested in. I learn a lot from Trend Trading Academy, Jay Wayne, Robert Rivera, and Joe Grinter. Still in finding process of being consistent. Whatever you find that works for you, it's always a good method. You didn't read my comment. Black Clover, I apologize if I didn't read your comment. Let me go up and see what you said. No, don't go. If you want to rest, go take a nap and come back, be live. I wish it was that. It's more that I need to take care of the family. I have an 8-month baby that needs his daddy, and a wife that also needs her husband. But obviously, all right, guys, I'm going to do this again. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, because that's where you're going to see, like yesterday, I posted a continuation of the live. So this is how you're going to find me. And do me a favor, because it does help massively. Do it right now. Go on Instagram, theconscious.daytrader. theconscious.daytrader. That's the Instagram. And make sure you go and follow, because that's gonna help us get closer to that 5,000 subscribers. Are we getting close? Oh my god, 3,990, just 10 subscribers until we hit 4,000 subscribers. That's big. That is big. We've only done that in since January. That's huge, guys. And I appreciate every single one of you. And that's why I'm doing these lives, because you are legitimately legends. And you like Age of Empires. Doesn't get better than that. I do need to keep Black Clover happy. He's always, he seems like he's a bit sad about his comments. I'll keep an eye on Black Clover. I'm not doing it on purpose. When am I going to reposition? My repositions, you can see here from my militaries. These are the areas that I'm interested in. So I need to see a big drop. $4K celebration is not yet. We've still got 10 to hit it. But that will be big. We need to celebrate that on Instagram. Maybe I'll do a little live on Instagram. There are a lot of fake accounts. You should put the link on YouTube. Let's find it. The Conscious. Actually. Let's do it like this. Search the Conscious Day Trader. There he is. All right, guys, let's go and give that account a follow. I think I help you. It'll be good if you can help me. We're having an attempt to close that gap on the MT5. Do you think fivers copy your trade and leverage them by 10? Who knows? Who knows what they're doing in the background? I know they're happy with my performance. How long have you been trading this system? I've developed it since like 2.5 years. Scruffy has helped me massively with my mindset and understanding lots and so on. A lot of things. ICT has helped me to understand liquidity draws, equilibrium, what the price is doing in terms of fair value gaps and so on. Yeah, it's hard to say, but I would say this system since August, but developing as a trader 2.5 years. The gap is going to be closed very, very soon. We're in 5 pips profit. We would like some 12.30. Hello Yanis, how do you do this banner on the live? You mean the overlays? It's from, I think it's called Stream Elements. I don't think you make them more. Graham says that they would have to pay me more with another account. Well, not really, because they're getting 25% of the profits. So, and because I have a full success for them, it's nothing to give me another 20k when they can make, a couple of £100 a month. The gap is being closed now, so we'll see what that reaction. That was a bit weird reaction here, wasn't it? So hopefully this now pound dollar behaves like it should and continue higher, because we failed to break the lows. So there's no reason why this price can't go to the moon. Alright, so we're getting close to closing the stream, guys. We didn't break the records today. Maybe because yesterday I was down 900. Everyone wanted to see me fail. 9 subscribers left. Until, oh no, it's gone back to 10. Someone unsubscribed. Well, hopefully 10 subscribers. That should be done by tomorrow, I'm sure. Then we'll hit the 4K. DXY is dropping, which means pound dollar should go higher. Let's do it. Trading view is just frozen. I'll subscribe right now for you, man. The value you give is amazing. Appreciate that, Jimmy. I'm glad you see it like that. Come on, Trader View. What is your trading edge? I think my trading edge is my patience, finding prices that are cheap or expensive, and not messing about too much with it. All right, here we go. This is nice price action. This should look like it's coming down. We just need to see it strongly break the previous daily high. That would give us a nice push to the upper side. Pound dollar is coming in, filling these gaps. How many pairs do I actively watch? What you see here, this is what I'm watching. DXY and pound dollar. That's it. That's how I make my money. And if we go onto my results, we have all green days since January 1st. Super pleased with that. We're trying to break the records, which we will. I'm sure we will, to have all green days in a year. And on the fivers, we want to hit the 4 million on one account and another account 4 million as well. That will probably take a year to do so. I started a trading journal last month. It's the best thing I could have done. I often study and analyze my trades in it. Could you show us how you keep a journal for inspiration? I pay for the trade sync. You can find a link below. It's quite expensive, but I do like it. Gives you like overviews. This is our performance, cumulative returns of 22,871. I think that's good profits. And that is in since March. So these are the repositions that are closed, and then all the wins. If we go to the dashboard, that would give us per day and per hour. 9 o'clock at night, $54 is our worst. 5 a.m., 1,000. Biggest profits, win rate, average hours, 4 hours in a trade. This gives you some insight. So if we go on hourly, I can see how my performance is in what hour. Obviously the open gives me the most profits by 6,000. And here, insights. This is a bit of analysis that they give you. Trades at 3 p.m. and on intraday trades have potential. Those trades have presented a total percentage of 12% on your overall account, bringing you an average. So this is telling me that I need to be trading in the afternoon more. And that's good information. My profit factor, biggest profit factor is around 11 and 2, which is now. So it's really cool. And then you can journal like you normally journal if you want. So they have a journal where you can start typing, add pictures, and you can start typing in the trade. Today is another green day. Good old boring trading for $5,000, and that's now it's gone in there, and so on. So, evaluators, what is happening here? You can also have, you can go into individual trades, and we're past our time. So I'll do this. We'll have a look at the pound dollar, and then I'm going to close the feed. So let's say my biggest trade here that from yesterday, I can go in it for $500 in profit, and I can go down, and it will show me this on TradingView. It was from up here to down there, and that's on the 1 minute. If we do 15-minute charts, should look better. It's missing some data there. Let's see what one is using. Pound dollar. I haven't used it recently, but it's telling me that I went up in this price, got out here, and here it has a little box. Target price 123,519. That's where I had my profit. It was for 924, but I closed it earlier for $500. It's really cool. Price is slowly starting to show interest to the upper side. Hey, just joined. What tool is that? That is in the description. You got it. Cool. Any analysis on the gold? I'm not going to do any analysis today because we're about to close this feed. Oh, look at that. We've hit 4,000 subscribers. You can see that up here on the total, which is the tally. I'm so happy about that, guys. That is incredible. And I am definitely going to do a little video about this because it's huge. We're only 1,000 followers, subscribers away by creating the Discord. I need to get ready for it. It's not long. That's probably less than a month. So make sure. Refresh the chart. Something wrong with the chart. Oh, we're pushing higher. You're right. Pushing higher. What are we at? 12 pips. We want to see that push a lot higher. Taking out the highs. Nice little action now at 12:30. Keep pushing. Congratulations. Thank you, guys. You are the ones who have made that happen. You're one of those subscribers, so I appreciate that. That is big. 4,000 subscribers in like 3 months, 4 months. Huge. Big time to celebrate. You deserve it, man. One of the most genuine, solid dudes. Congrats. 20K incoming. Hopefully, David. We're manifesting that. This is one more thing before we leave. You see, when you get profits like this, you can tend to like want to close it. Remember the last time we did, I closed it because I didn't like the price action. But this price action is looking healthy. So you just let it run. That sounds like it's about to rain in Greece. What's going on? 100K by the end of the year with a $4 million account. Why not? Let's push that. Let's do it. All right, guys. I need to head because the family is going to be waiting for me. Make sure you follow on Instagram last time so you can go and see me. I think we're going shopping today. I might post something whilst we're trading this. I'll keep showing you what is happening with this trade, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed in heaven. Got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that. It's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up. I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention. So no, I can't miss that.